Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And have you ever wondered what the game would be like if pretty much every statistic was turned up beyond what the maximum usually would be? Well, this is the event for you. Wargaming are creating a game mode which they are calling Arcade Cabinet, where for all of this weekend and for some subsequent weekends over the next couple of months, all of the parameters of the vehicles are going to be massively changed. Today's weekend, or shall I say this weekend's event, is going to be called Railgun, and until Sunday at midnight, in a separate queue, you're going to be able to drive around shooting like you're playing Quake Arena. And that's because accuracy is increased by 70%, dispersion is reduced by 50%, as well as aim time, engine power is increased by 100%, and proximity spotting distance has been increased from 50 meters up to the spotting maximum of 445. This should be mental. So what kind of tanks do I think are going to go well if all of the dispersion statistics are increased? Well, you want to pick something with a decent top speed to be able to make use of that engine power, something that usually has terrible accuracy, and maybe even something that can make use of that engine power possibly for a little bit of ramming purposes. Why don't we jump in with the Object 705? This isn't really a tank that many people think about, but I got a funny feeling that in this game mode, Arcade Cabinet, which you can access in the drop-down box at the top, so don't worry, this isn't going to be a regular queue World of Tanks. I think this one could be pretty wild. Okay, this is literally the very first game of Railgun that I've played, so I don't really expect too much from myself. I'm just looking forward to seeing what 75% increased accuracy is going to feel like. You're going to be getting my raw reactions here right from the get-go. So again, I picked the 705 because I really think that its top speed limit, which goes up to like 45 when you're using a turbo, maybe even 47 when you get the field mod, could be crazy because this vehicle weighs 100 tons. And I think with the engine power, this could be bizarre. Okay, let's take a look. Oh my word, I see heavy tanks accelerating upslope like medium tanks. I see a lot of people playing very inaccurate guns like the FV405 or the FV215B183. Oh my word, I'm happy I picked something with a good top speed limit. When you think about it, IS-7 would be amazing as well. Now, you really don't want to get spotted out in this kind of a situation, do you? You can shoot on the move with pinpoint precision. Oh, shame that I didn't manage to catch that Kranvang there. I don't really see any light tanks on the enemy team. I actually managed to get a lot of spotting. Oh, this is weird. This is so bizarre. It's like I'm playing a medium tank right now, but look at my gun. It's like I'm fully aimed the whole blooming time. I think I've got to keep going, boys and girls. And remember, spotting distance, I just realized, if you're wondering why I'm getting so much spotting, the reason I'm getting so much spotting is because if I get forwards like this, I literally light up the entirety of the enemy team. Did I just snipe a cupola of a 277 from down below at that kind of a range? That is absolutely wild. So I've literally got the whole of the enemy team pretty much lit up right now. Can I do it again? Oh, yes, I can. Ooh. Is this what World of Tanks would be like if every vehicle was ridiculously accurate? I'm hitting the cupola every single time. Is this FV405 going to come after me? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I'm just getting so much spotting. This is so stupid. So stupid. Okay, looks like the accuracy works both ways as the 277 manages to get me. I'd love to get this FV405. The only thing I got to worry about with this vehicle is, remember, my DPM isn't increased at all. So because my DPM isn't increased, I'm still vulnerable in between my shots. And considering how accurate all of my opponents are, yeah, my hit points probably won't go a long way. I don't know what he was planning. Maybe he was planning to rush me. Probably didn't expect me to have pinpoint accuracy on the move. Oh gosh, here comes a Progetto. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, boys? What are we going to do? We've got to try and stop him from getting our side. Oh no. He hits our fuel tank. Repair our fuel tank. Luckily, I can get my engine round to him. Oh no, come on. Have mercy, please. Have mercy, please. Where's the health key? I think that's his last shot, but I'm going to die to the 277. Oh, I can't even turn the tank around enough at the moment. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, come on. Where were my guns? Oh, well. Well, yeah, when everybody's super accurate, it doesn't look like you can really hope too much about them missing. Nevertheless, I think this game still went pretty well. I cannot honestly believe how different it feels when every gun is a pinpoint sniper. I think that a vehicle like this truly does benefit from that speed. Also, you know, I think we've got to try a truly super fast heavy. You know, I love my IS-7. It's the kind of vehicle that I love to put improved mobility on. So the question I would ask you, YouTube, is what happens when we take a tank, we put better mobility on it, and then we get also the extra 100% engine power from this event? My word, I'm looking forward to seeing what the traverse speed is on the IS-7. Because I can tell you that that Object 705A is not usually the most mobile tank. So for it to be in such a good position there with regards to its mobility until I got caught with my traverse speeds is pretty darn amazing. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to go for the speed governors. I don't think that's probably the most sensible option on this vehicle because I don't think it's going to really need the extra 10% engine power, but we're going to go for it anyway. And we're going to ram something. We're going to ram something. That is our goal this game, to pull off a big boy ram. And that's exactly what the IS-7 is capable of. 1,000 damage, no problem for this vehicle. Yeah, I think this one will truly benefit. You don't really need to play something like a 50B, which has really good engine power to begin with. Oh my word, look how it turns. That's ludicrous. I can imagine an E50M would be quite fun with this. But then again, I think the E50M is already fast enough as it is. Oh, this is perfect. With all of the field mods on the IS-7, I'm overtaking the E50M and the STB-1 going along the flat here. I'm easily able to get up to my 69 kilometers an hour top speed. And we are shipping it, to say, boys and girls. We are shipping it. Don't stop there. There's no glory in that. He's getting pushed around the corner. We hit him on the move. Oh no, please don't double track. No double trackerino. Come on, let me into safety. I've got a dead engine now for the next 90 seconds. That kind of defeats the whole point of playing a tank like this. Alright, we've got a TVP who wants to come around the corner. Oh my word, I just can't believe. Okay, I'm not going to lie. My reactions, when I put my gun on the target, it wasn't like I can fire now. It was, my body sort of thought that I had about 3 seconds of dilly-dallying before I could actually hit the shot. What? When it's like this? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Unfortunately, the enemy team have pushed forwards faster than us. And my engine is now a smoking wreck, unfortunately. Oh well, that wasn't exactly the epic ram that we wanted. Yeah, I can imagine a game like this is going to be about which team gets forwards and gets their guns on the enemy quicker. And I unfortunately couldn't manage to get the epic ram that I wanted. Oh well, what are you going to do? Well, this arcade game mode, you've got to remember that even though you can drive around like a lunatic at incredible speed, doesn't mean that you're not paying the cost. Okay, boys and girls, you are definitely paying the cost for it. So be careful, because I'm probably spending a good amount of credits right now, and my 705A hasn't even come out of battle. All right, let's have a go in the FV215B183. This vehicle has horrendous accuracy. I wouldn't really say, and I'd say its power to weight ratio is also one of the downsides of the tank. I am looking forward to seeing what 75% increased accuracy on this kind of a railgun of a vehicle would be. Do you know what? I think Wargaming missed a treat for this railgun game mode, and that is that they really should have considered also increasing the shell velocity. That would have been fun. I still think that it's kind of important to have decent shell velocity, unless I'm mistaken, and they have. I don't think they've increased the shell velocity of all the guns. Alright, shall I go with AP or shall I go with Hesh to start the game off with? Probably going to load a Hesh shell, I think. I've got to watch out though with this vehicle still, because my gun depression isn't great. I just realized with 445 meters proxy spotting range, this tank isn't going to be such an ambush vehicle. My word, turning your tanks on this game mode is just absolutely ludicrous. It's a shame that this vehicle's got such limited top speed. Oh my word, a 268 version 4 would also be pretty funky as well, although people aiming at your weak points so convincingly would mean that armor like that wouldn't be so useful. Interesting that people are playing EBRs in this game mode. Wow, look at that accuracy on the move. Of course, if you're wondering why I'm spotted, it's because of the 445 meters proxy spotting distance, which is just really weird to say the least. Hello, Kranvang. He's got one more shot.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I would usually have to aim for 3 seconds with a tank like this. Oh my lord, that is actually disgusting. Yeah, I don't know. I think this game would be about funny for like 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, I don't think any of us would actually want to play it anymore, with all honesty, boys and girls. But that's just the way I feel. I nearly got a shot on the EBR there. Is this FV aiming at me? I think he is. Oh, only 480. Guess I should have reloaded an AP shell. Man, the way this thing accelerates upslope is just so silly. This game mode is literally going to be about your reactions. So if you've got really good reactions, you should be able to make this work. So what is the purpose of arcade game mode? Or arcade cabinet as Wargaming are calling it. It is purely for fun, boys and girls. There isn't any grinding to do. There isn't any missions to be able to try and achieve. It is absolutely, utterly, purely for fun. So take that into consideration. It's not something that you've got to grind your heart out in.
Great shot.
Did I just bounce off an EPR 105? Well, obviously I didn't bounce. Obviously what actually happened there is I must have missed the hull and hit the wheels. And that's what people get so confused when they play against FV215B183s. Look at this saltiness. Go back and play Minecraft, little weirdo. Minecraft's a great game, dude. I'd probably wish I could play Minecraft right now, but it's arcade cabinets. We've got to go and do that. No need to. Why is Minecraft an insult? It's a fabulous game. All right. Anyway, there are some really ancient videos on this channel, or maybe one of my previous channels, where you can see me and Tanya playing Minecraft right from the get-go. I can imagine there's a healthy amount of cringe in that, though, so I'll probably watch out for that one. Alright then, let's see if we can get forwards. Unfortunately, the engine power doesn't really help if you've got a terrible top speed limit. But we're going to get forwards anyway. I wonder why we haven't seen the 705 come out of battle yet. Is that because everybody's just camping at the end of the game because of the proxy spotting? I mean, I'm literally spotting the whole of the enemy team right now because they're all within my circle. But you also got to take into account that they're also spotting me. That's just so silly. It's so silly. It shows you how important accuracy and aim time is in World of Tanks when you play something like this. That's absolutely ludicrous, boys and girls. These big damage, high alpha guns are going to be absolutely crazy in a game mode like this. Because of course they're meant to have to aim, right? They're meant to have to aim. And this one just goes, nope. We don't have to aim. And when you've got all the engine power to rapidly accelerate again, wow, yeah, it's going to be turbo modes. I'll be surprised if most of these games aren't incredibly short, unless it gets caught into some kind of huge camp-off. I've got AP loaded. I probably should go for HE in this kind of a situation. I'll go for the AP anyway. Dude, I tell you what, when the game's like this, and you've got a situation where you've got no aim time and no engine power, reload feels so important. And even a vehicle like this, which packs a huge amount of alpha damage and really good DPM, if you're able to continuously fire, just feels as if you're waiting. Honestly, I was kind of getting a little bit bored there, just waiting for my reload. So maybe I have to play something with some outrageous damage per minute. So actually, it looks like you can make a good amount of bonds from this game mode, and there's 30,000 credits called an extra allowance mission. So there are some missions to do. Looks like if you do 2,000 damage, you can play 5 times a day to be able to make decent credits back, or maybe break even in a vehicle like the FV215B183. So maybe you should play this game mode 5 times per day to be able to get those 50 bonds, if that's what you're interested in. And it looks like if you get enough tokens, you're actually going to get 250 extra bonds. I'm not sure if that is per day, or if that's going to be once overall per event. Probably once overall per the event. That looks quite delicious. So we finished second on damage, second on experience in the FV215B183. Haven't missed a shot yet. And you would expect that with the 75% increased accuracy. Our Object 705 game went pretty well as well. We did near 4K combined, finished third on damage. I still think like I want to ram something though. Let's get another Soviet Heavy and let's try and ram something. Okay, my IS-7 game came out and unfortunately it was a loss on Karelia. I want to ram something again. Let's go for the IS-7. What's the point of not having 100% extra engine power and actually trying to make use of it? Oh, this is probably one of the worst ramming maps you could ever play in your life, but I think I'm going to have to go for it anyway. I don't think rushing down the west is ever really going to work out for us. I think we should go up on the hill. Actually, I just had an amazing thought. If I can get into a position where I proxy spot people, and they can't shoot me, I should easily be able to just get unlimited spotting. So maybe that's what we should try and go for. maybe make our way down the east? Or maybe to the center to begin with, and then go down the east. Yes, that's a brilliant idea. All right, so I'm going to go into the middle. And the reason I'm going to go into the middle is because I can do the 445 meters proxy spotting. You know what? Maybe I can even get into this little basin? If I get into that basin, I'll be able to light up all of their TDs, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Of course, I'm going to get proxy spotted here. Okay, this is the scary moment. Do I actually make it over, or do I not make it over? Do I make it over? Do I not make it over? Nearly hit that guy on the move. I made it over. Okay, I parked the bus. What now, boys and girls? Like, what now? Oh, TDs. What a shame. What an absolute crying shame that you guys are being caught out. Their enemy EBR crashed as well. This guy's getting forwards. Oh my lord, I didn't see that happening. Luckily, I have got a pretty good old build for ramming on this tank. I'm going to ask for some help here. The IS-7s don't seem to care. They just seem to want to get forwards. That IS-7 is continuing like an absolute mad lad. Maybe he thought he was going to outram me there. Okay, well, you know what? Those IS-7s getting forward, that's actually a really blessed play. This is just crazy. This is just absolute, utter, complete madness. And that accuracy is madness as well. I bet you this E3 is probably wondering, like, why am I spotted right now? And mate, you're spotted because of this stupid game mode. Trying to think about whether I should go up or whether I'm going to get tagged by a leopard. I think I'm about to get tagged by an FV215B183 if I'm not careful. That E3 doesn't seem to understand what proxy spotting is all about. Oh lord, I'm in so much trouble. Oh, I don't know. I think this game mode's going to be funny for about 3 minutes, and then probably wouldn't want to play it all that much. That Jagdpanzer is just sitting out in the open. There's nothing that my team seem to want to do about it. Maybe I can hit his weak point. That's so crazy. Unfortunately, I think my goose is about to be cooked, boys and girls. I think my goose is about to be cooked. Here comes the E3. Uh-oh. What can I do? Lock his tracks down multiple times? Oh no. Oh, he didn't expect that. Oh no! Have mercy! How am I still alive? Oh, for about a couple of seconds. Yeah. I think we see why we have spotting mechanics in World of Tanks, right, boys and girls? Imagine if you could literally see your opponents, everyone at 445. Yeah, I don't think this game would be very good. Well, well played to the enemy IS-7s. They literally just shoved forwards and they made our FVs useless. It's a shame that we invested so many people up on the hill, considering that hardly any enemies did that. But you know what? Nearly 3,900 combined on Prokhorovka. Definitely not the best result I've ever had. Why can't I get to ram anything? Well, I guess when you think about it, the IS-7 rammed me. He actually did 351 to himself and only took 175, showing you just how powerful the ramming capabilities are on the IS-7 when you set it up in the way that I did. Pretty stupid. So it's not only tier 10 that you can play, you can also play tier 8. So if many of you are struggling for credits like I am at the moment, then maybe a great opportunity is to play a tank like the KV-5. So this vehicle, it's always been limited because of its engine power. Let's go and see what happens if we take a 100-ton tank and throw our weight around at tier 8. I wonder if anyone's even playing this game mode at tier 8. Lots of people playing it at tier 10. The games are quick, the queue times are fast. Looks like, yeah, pretty good opportunity. Okay, I don't really see many fast tanks on the enemy team. Everyone's playing heavies, and maybe the Borask get up on the hill, maybe the FV-4202 and the Guard. But I think I should be able to catch a Borask, possibly. Well, no, I'm never gonna win a game by playing catch the Borask up on the hill. This could be pretty good. I'm kind of a little bit worried about something like the 5100 just getting up there really fast and unloading on me. But maybe it's going to work out for him. Okay, anyway, I want to have some fun. This game mode isn't about playing your Kranvang, being a sweaty nerd and sitting on a ridge line. This game mode should surely be about for a little bit of fun. Alright, so we're going to take the hill. I really hope every tank on the enemy team does. And this should be a giggle. Alrighty then, let's activate our speed governors. We're already up to our 45 km/h top speed limit. I don't think the KB5 was ever really meant to go this quick in World of Tanks. But Yet it does. Of course, everything's getting proxy spotted at 445 meters. Absolutely crazy stuff. You know what? When the engine power is this much, it doesn't even really feel like it's exciting because you feel like you're just getting there quickly anyway, if that makes sense. Okay. Wow. Maybe a rotation speed instead of a... Oh, hello. What's up, Mr. Borask? He's gonna try and get me, is he? What's up, Mr. Borask? He's left. Thought I could get the TVP for a second, I couldn't. Well, I didn't even get to ram anything, but at least the KV-5 is king of the hill. Everything's proxy spotted. I really wouldn't want to play a tank destroyer in this game mode. If you're going to play a tank destroyer, you want to play something with a turret that's really inaccurate. I think that'd be the best way to play. The Skoda's... Obviously, my mind there was thinking, oh, I'm not spotted, so I'll wait for him to look at something else. But you realize everyone's spotted the whole time. So it doesn't really matter with that regard. So you should always think that I'm spotted as I come round a corner. And if you're spotted as you come round a corner, there's no point in waiting for a moment. What the? How can I not get that guy? I have a pixel somewhere? A green pixel? Guess the lower plate? Nah. A green pixel somewhere. Maybe that was an overmatch. Guess I'm going to have to load some gold here, unfortunately. Not really what we want when we want to try and make some creds, but the gold is the gold. Alright, this could be a farm, couldn't it? Oh, yes. Railgun indeed. Man, I do feel like I'm playing Quake right now. Just everything's really slow. And there's no grunting. Maybe later on today from my stream. Maybe I'll be grunting later on today. This will actually be quite a cool opportunity to make some good credits, I can tell you. If you're a good player, maybe credit farming inside this game mode could actually be quite good. It's interesting watching that they are hitting my weak points incredibly often, though. Oh, this has been a disappointing game from a ramming perspective, boys and girls, that's for sure. Is this FE422 going to get me? Not quite. Not even the gold round's able to go through my tank. I'm thinking about just yeeting onto this ISM at the end of the game. Should we just do it for the fun? We'll do it for the fun for YouTube! I got 700 ramming damage off. Okay, that one was for you. If you enjoyed that, YouTube, make sure you give this video a thumbs up for it. I feel like I deserve it after that yeet off the hill. I gotta stop saying the word yeet. I'm trying to be down with the kids, you know. I'm 34 now, and I've got to try and stay relevant. Anyway, hopefully this video today showed you what World of Tanks would be like if every single vehicle was God mode. And who would have thought, if you increase all of the statistics, it looks like maybe some of the better players are going to be able to do more with their tanks. Almost as if maybe the RNG kind of holds them back just a little bit. Oh, why did I say that? I'm sure there'll be arguments all across the internet now saying, yes, we need to remove all the RNG in World of Tanks because this is what it would be like. But also, do you see what it does to the speed of the games? They just become super fast. Clearly, it's the spotting mechanics inside the game which slow the rounds down. Clearly, it's the speed of the tanks in the game that slow the games down. And also, the fact that when you miss, you have to wait to reload to be able to go again. If everybody's hitting all of their shots, if everybody's hitting all of the weak points, armor isn't so important, and it becomes about reactions and about making sure that you can snap those shells in. Do I think that the game would be better in a version like this? No, this is too fast. I think I'd get really bored of a game like this very quickly. I think it would also be quite a tiring game to play. Nevertheless, nice to get 55,000 credits profit there without a credit booster. Maybe I'll try and get one on and have a little bit of a giggle in the KV5 later. And remember, if you want to try Arcade Cabinet yourself and want to play this Railgun functionality of World of Tanks, it's going to be available until Sunday evening. And if you want to access it, just click up in the top right hand corner and go through to Arcade Cabinet. Anyway, that's it for today, ladies and gents. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And let me know what you think the best tank will be in Arcade Cabinet in the comments down below. And if you're watching this video as it goes live on Friday, I'm going to be streaming for the next 12 hours on Twitch. And so if you're bored waiting for the weekend to start, why not come and say hi? And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.